What's up, YouTube? This is Damon, aka the world's worst magician, and today I'll be bringing you a look at the Da Vinci playing cards by Worldwide Playing Cards. Now, this was a Kickstarter campaign. If they have a link, they just started shipping these, so I'm not sure that they're available to the public yet. So I'll leave a link to the Kickstarter page, and then if they do have a live link to where you can purchase these now, I will leave that as well. So if you're not familiar with this deck, basically what they set out to do was just kind of give you a sampling of over 13,000 drawings and ideas that Leonardo da Vinci scribed in his journals and, books and that sort of thing. They're basically taking a walk through those and highlighting some of those on these playing cards. So here on the front, so there were two editions. You had one was called Sepia and then one was Charcoal. So Sepia Charcoal. And you'll see the front of the box is the same. So, these are the years for Leonardo's life. And then this is one of his most famous drawings, the Vitruvian Man, which is basically supposed to be like the perfect man, perfect dimensions. So let's take a look at this box. They are slightly different. So on the side, you have just one of his drawings. On the back, you have one of his more famous drawings, which was basically like a bat wing to try and make it so that man could fly. And then you have his name. And then again, you have another drawing over here on the side. Some of the scribbles of, that were from his journal. Same thing on the top. And then on the inside here, we have another one of his drawings and some more of his scribblings. And then, like I said, the boxes are essentially the same, but the back is different. So you see this one has a picture of Leonardo and this one has a picture of one of his inventions. So the rest of the box, though, is the same. As you can see, same drawing, same scribblings. So yeah, it's just kind of walking you through the life and creations of Leonardo. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so between the two different decks, they actually have the exact same cards. What changes is going to be the backs of it. Now, one thing I did want to point out, I'm just going to step through a couple of these. I'm not going to actually show this whole deck. You'll notice that this order is a little bit strange. It's not a stack or anything. I reached out and this was actually the order that they wanted it to be in for their uncut sheet. So that's why it looks like that. And then what they do have instead of gaffs is they have these cards that it outlines everything that's on the deck. So within the playing cards, these are the things that you're looking at. So they're kind of calling that out. So just so it's a little easier for you as I step through them, I just wanted to show that. So here are the inventions on the spades, and you can always pause it if you want to take a longer look at this. This is what's going to be on the clubs. Diamonds, move my finger, and then for the hearts. So again, what these cards are doing is just outlining what it is you're looking at, and you can see that on the clubs it was anatomical drawings. But then for spades, it's some of his inventions. For diamonds, it's plant studies. And then for hearts, it's art. So like I said, they just basically highlighted, some of the things that Leonardo did during his life. Here's a quick look at the jokers. And no reveals or anything. That would be kind of a crazy reveal, right? But no, super cool jokers. And then I'm just going to kind of step through these. So as I'm stepping through it, just know that this is all, so they are one way. So by that, I mean, if you turn this upside down, now it is literally upside down. So I'll step through these. It's all custom pips, custom indexes. And then, like I said, each card portrays just a different piece of Leonardo da Vinci history. And then you can always refer to those other cards so that if you're looking at an anatomical drawing, like this is obviously some of the plant life work that he did. And like I said, they basically studied Leonardo, looked at parts of his journal, and then actually these are like his drawings, which is pretty cool to look at the actual artwork and look at how good it was, right? So, yeah, these cards are completely custom from the ground up. And like I said, I will leave a link in the description to the Kickstarter campaign. And then if there is a live link to where you'll be able to purchase these, this is some of his artwork. I will leave that for you as well. So I'm kind of a history nerd, and I really like Da Vinci. So when I saw a deck of cards with his name on it, I just knew I had to have it. And there's something completely different. I mean, they don't look like regular playing cards with the standard pips and all that stuff. So, you know, you just have them on the corners, not on the actual inside of the card. The back is, like I said, it's the Vitruvian Man, and it is a two-way back. So the difference is going to be, this one is the charcoal. And then let me just cut to a random card, and I'll show you in sepia, just so you can kind of see the difference in coloring. All right. So yeah, I couldn't choose between the two, but the decks themselves, what is contained inside of them is exactly the same between the two. As far as the feel of the cards, they do feel a little thick, but as you can see, you can still dribble with them. That's not a problem. Fanning, I found that I had to apply a little bit more pressure, but you still can get a good fan out of these. So there you see, you do have to, well, I had to just apply a little bit more pressure and a little bit more speed to try and see. You can see it clumped on me a little bit there. So I'm not sure this is a deck you'd want to just walk around fanning anyway, but just so you know, yeah, I did have a little trouble with the fans. And as far as like for Magic, for me, this was a deck that I just wanted to have in my collection. I actually should have gotten the uncut sheet, because that's kind of the reason that I got it, kind of like, you know, just for the artwork itself. So I didn't really get these to do tricks with them. Now you can, you know, the indexes are black and red, and everything's pretty much standard. So, you know, maybe you could do a cool thing, some sort of invention kind of trick or whatever, and throw it in there. But for Magic itself, I would give these, you know, just a standard 3 out of 5. The deck works, it does what it's supposed to, but, you know, I'm not sure that these would really do well for Magic tricks. For cardistry, the same thing. I would just go with like a 3 out of 5 here. The design is cool, but, you know, I'm not sure that it's going to look that great when you're doing cardistry with it. So, don't let the 3 out of 5s throw you off. I'm not saying this is a bad deck at all. To me, this is an awesome deck. And just as a regular deck of playing cards, I would go 4 out of 5 just for the creativity of the artwork and the way they laid it out. But just know that if you're going around trying to do tricks with these or cardistry or whatever, just it might not be the deck for you. I don't know. I'll let you make that decision. But like I said, I'll leave a link to where you can find these. And once again, this has been your look at the Da Vinci playing cards by Worldwide Playing Cards. And yeah, that's everything you need to know. All right, see ya. Well, I hope you liked that review. And if you have any questions, magic tricks, or decks that you want to see reviewed, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that like button and subscribe for any future reviews. All right. See ya.